Special Girl.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Special Girl Vlogs. I'm your host, Brooklyn. Let's dive right in on my experience at KBS America and the great things that Infinite did this week. Oh, they're such sweethearts. So to kick things off, the first thing that happened after I left you guys last week is I went to KBS America and had the opportunity to Skype Infinite with a bunch of other cool people like this. They actually caught a picture of me, which I thought was kind of funny. They took a picture of me when I was filming Stephanie and Brianna. So that was funny, but we got to go to KBS America and we Skyped with Infinite during Music Bank. We told them we had a present for them and then performed Be Mine. It was so much fun. And I swear on my life that Dongwoo laughed at me, but like, I'm sure all the other Dongwoo fangirls there were like, no, he was laughing at me, but really he was laughing at me. But it was really fun. I have a video about that. There's a link in the description below if you'd like to go see the whole adventure. And then if you'd like an in-depth description of all of my opinions on like everything, you can message me, but I don't think any of you want that. So the very next day at Music Corps, Infinite prepared a food truck for all of their fans. Each fan got a little can of Pepsi too. I wonder who paid for that, Pepsi, since you are endorsed by Infinite. Only makes sense. But they did get a food truck for the fans, and it's just so sweet of them that they care about them so much, which actually leads into the next story. This week on Inkigayo, at pre-recording, there were 400 fans that showed up and only 170 of them got to go inside due to broadcasting schedule changes, difficulties. No one's gotten a straight answer so far. All we know is that SBS Inkigayo staff turned away over 200 fans and told them they needed to go home and were not allowed into recording, and those that were not allowed to cheer or scream. Even when the boys tried to cheer and scream back at their fans, they also got in trouble. Seungyeol, Wooyeon, and Seungyu tweeted their apologies, and Dongwoo made sure to wrap his arms around every girl he could get his hands on as an apology to them. The boys thought it was their fault, but we know in our hearts that it was just poor management. Infinite's 30-second commercial for Pepsi came out this week. Features the boys still playing soccer or football, depending on where you live. Infinite's Japanese version of Season 2 dropped this week. As well with that was the short version of Infinite's Last Romeo music video in Japanese. It was announced this week that there will be a repackaged album of Season 2, including new songs, a new music video, and continued promotions. Think back to Be Mine when they repackaged it for Paradise. Part 2 of Infinite's trip to Weekly Idol aired this week. I think my favorite part is when they do a little montage at the very end. If you haven't watched it, check that part out. Dongwoo is adorable as always. It was revealed this week that Seungyu is going to be in the musical, and the role he is playing is Dracula. Who's ready for Vampire Seungyu? The teaser video for Infinite's That Summer 2 concert dropped this week. It's the prelude to the concert they're going to be having, much like their original That Year's Summer concert. There's so many titles for that, I never know which one's right. However, it's going to be just like that over a span of a few days in a really small venue. It's going to be real intimate. Intimate with Infinite. Can you feel the jealousy? Because I'm just so jealous. If you are in Korea and happen to be watching this or have the chance to fly to Korea and would like to go see it, tickets go on sale on Interpark. Infinite went to Hong Kong this week to perform at the Hong Kong Dome Festival. As far as I know, they performed Last Romeo, Nothing's Over, Be Mine, and The Chaser. I believe that is correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. And on their way there, Dongwoo did stupid crap at the airport. Look at this kid. What? What? I can't. Well, that's it for this week's episode. Tune in next week. We're gonna figure out what great things Infinite's been up to. Maybe they'll drop a music video. Maybe they'll drop random crap and scare the crap out of us like they tend to do because they're rude. All of them. Who knows? Find out next week. Until then, I'm Brooklyn and this has been the Special Girl Vlogs.
Special Girl.
I forgot to mention In my KBS video, I got to interview everyone who was there, mostly everyone. I had them clumped together in groups based on who their bias was and give a shout out message to their bias. However, our one Sungil fan got there a little late, and by the time I was able to actually get around to interviewing her, it was like, hey, you're signed in, hey, let's take pictures, hey, let's go upstairs, hey, let's Skype Infinite, hey, go home. So, that happened. I did message her on Facebook, however, and she did provide me with this video. This is what she would have said had I had the chance to give her the opportunity to give a shout out to Sungil.
Sungil 오빠 사랑해. Do you feel me? Oh.